The neighborhood cookout buzzed with life in our backyard. A warm evening filled with friends, Sarah's colleagues, and the sound of burgers sizzling on the grill. Even with the tension in our 9-year marriage, her late nights at work, the way she guarded her phone, and the name Derek slipping into conversations too often, I forced myself into the role of host, smiling through the unease. Then I saw her, near the patio, leaning in close to Derek, laughing in a way that felt too familiar, her hand resting casually against his chest. The sight hit me like a punch to the gut. Without a word, I slipped my wedding ring off and tucked it into my pocket, a small, silent act of defiance born out of hurt I had suspected for weeks. The evasive answers, endless work excuses, even a deleted message I stumbled upon in our shared cloud account. Can't wait for tomorrow, from Derek. I'd hoped I was wrong, but watching her flirt so brazenly, right there in our own home, left no room for doubt. I stayed at the grill, keeping my expression calm while my heart pounded. Our 8-year-old daughter, Mia, ran across the yard with her friends, completely unaware of the betrayal unraveling a few feet away. Sarah never noticed my bare hand. She was too caught up in Derek's grin, his gaze locked on her like I wasn't even standing there. I moved through the crowd, handing out food, making small talk, but the absence of that ring felt like its own statement, a rejection of the vows she was already breaking. When someone asked, "Hey Tom, where's your ring?" I brushed it off with a shrug, saying I had taken it off to cook. But Sarah overheard. Her head snapped around, eyes narrowing in on my hand. Her reaction stunned me. She froze, her smile collapsing, color draining from her face as though I'd shouted her secret out loud. She quickly excused herself from Derek and hurried over, her voice lowered. "Tom, where's your ring?" she whispered, her eyes wide, almost frantic. She grabbed my wrist, her fingers trembling as they searched the band. "You always wear it," she said, her voice unsteady, stripped of the confidence she'd had moments earlier. I looked at her, steady and calm. Didn't feel right tonight. Her silence said everything. Her eyes flicked toward Derek, then back to me, as if realizing I knew. Derek noticed too, his jaw tightening before he turned away. Sarah's panic, her desperate attempt to close the distance between us, confirmed what I had feared. This wasn't harmless flirting. It was a cover for something deeper. I didn't call her out then. I kept hosting. Later, I tucked me into bed and let the night wind down. Sarah hovered near me after that. No more laughter with Derek, but the damage had already been done. In the kitchen, after the guests had gone, she tried again, her voice soft, pleading. "Why'd you take it off, Tom?" I pulled the ring from my pocket, held it up, and said quietly, "I know about Derek. I saw you tonight." Her breath hitched, tears spilling instantly. She didn't deny it. "It's nothing serious," she whispered. "Just flirting." But her reaction earlier, frozen, guilty, speechless, told me it was more than that. I didn't sleep at home that night. I packed a bag, checked on Mia, kissed her forehead, and drove to a motel. Her texts came in nonstop. Apologies, excuses, promises it was just a mistake. I ignored them, replaying the look on her face when she saw my bare hand. Later, I dug into the cloud account again and found more deleted messages. Derek calling her babe, making plans to meet. I saved them, not sure for a lawyer or just to remind myself why I had taken that ring off. This wasn't just flirting. It was betrayal of Mia, of the life we'd built. The next day, Sarah showed up at the motel, eyes swollen, begging me to forgive her. "I'll stop seeing him," she cried. "I love you, Tom." But love rang hollow after what I'd seen. "You chose him tonight," I said coldly. "In our home." She sobbed, but I didn't reach for her. Taking off the ring had been my quiet rebellion, and her shocked reaction had exposed the truth she'd been hiding. The next morning, I took Mia to her soccer game. Her chatter in the back seat steadied me, her laughter a lifeline. Sarah stayed away, giving me space. Maybe her co-workers had noticed her flirting. Maybe they'd noticed my missing ring. I didn't care. I cared about Mia, about protecting her, keeping her world stable. I'd already spoken quietly to a lawyer, preparing for what came next. That night, watching Mia score a goal, Her face glowed with joy. I knew what mattered. Sarah's betrayal had broken my trust. My ringless hand had exposed her guilt without a single word. I didn't know if divorce was certain or if counseling might be possible for Mia's sake. But I knew I couldn't live blind to betrayal. As I drove Mia home, her laughter filling the car, I felt a flicker of strength. Sarah's choice with Derek had cost her everything. Our trust, our family, maybe even our future. Slipping off that ring had been my silent stand. Her speechless reaction had been her confession. The weight of that moment was mine to carry, one step at a time,